Alright, let's dive into the latest Manchester United transfer saga, but trust me, this isn't your average rundown of rumors. There's a lot more to unpack here than just names and numbers. So, buckle up, because we're going beyond the headlines. First off, the Iliman Ndiaye situation. Personally, I think this is more than just a player considering a move to Saudi Arabia. It raises a deeper question about the global shift in football economics. Saudi clubs are becoming serious players in the transfer market, and it's not just about money. What this really suggests is a potential power shift in where top talents choose to play. If you take a step back and think about it, this could be the beginning of a new era where traditional European powerhouses face real competition from other regions. What many people don't realize is that this isn't just about Ndiaye, it's about the broader implications for the sport. Now, let's talk about Ollie Watkins. United monitoring him makes perfect sense on paper, a proven Premier League striker. But here's the thing, what makes this really interesting is the timing. With Zirkzee potentially leaving, United are clearly planning ahead, but it also shows their strategy of not putting all their eggs in one basket. In my opinion, this is a smart move, especially given the unpredictability of the transfer market. It's not just about signing a player, it's about building a squad that can adapt to different scenarios. Speaking of Zirkzee, his potential move to Juventus is fascinating. On the surface, it seems like a straightforward loan deal, but there's more to it. Juventus are rebuilding, and Zirkzee fits their profile of young, promising talent. However, what many people don't realize is that this could also be a strategic move by United to free up resources for other signings. If you take a step back and think about it, this could be part of a larger plan to reshape the squad. One thing that immediately stands out is how United are balancing immediate needs with long-term goals. Now, let's shift gears to Francisco Conceicao. A detail I find fascinating is how United are looking at both established players and emerging talents. Conceicao, coming from Juventus, represents a different kind of signing, someone who could bring fresh energy and creativity. What this really suggests is that United are not just focusing on big names but also on players who can add unique qualities to the team. From my perspective, this shows a more nuanced approach to squad building, which is refreshing. But here's where it gets even more intriguing. United are reportedly open to loaning out most of their under-21 players. Personally, I think this is a double-edged sword. On one hand, it gives young players valuable first-team experience, which is crucial for their development. On the other hand, it raises questions about the depth of the squad. What many people don't realize is that this strategy could backfire if key players get injured. However, if executed well, it could be a masterstroke in nurturing the next generation of talent. Now, let's talk about Jadon Camison. His story is particularly compelling. After 2 lengthy injuries, he's finally getting his chance to shine. What makes this really interesting is his determination. He's not just waiting for opportunities, he's creating them. His 2 assists against Rosenborg were a statement, and it shows why United are so keen on developing their academy players. In my opinion, Camison is a prime example of the kind of ambition and resilience that United need in their squad. Lastly, let's touch on the Lisandro Martinez situation. His injury during the World Cup final was a huge concern, but the latest updates are encouraging. What this really suggests is that United are taking a cautious approach with their key players, which is smart. However, what many people don't realize is that this also highlights the importance of squad depth. With Martinez potentially back sooner than expected, it's a reminder of how quickly things can change in football. So, what's the bigger picture here? If you take a step back and think about it, United are not just reacting to the transfer market, they're actively shaping their future. From Ndiaye to Watkins, Zirkzee to Conceicao, every move tells a story. In my opinion, this is a club that's thinking strategically, balancing immediate needs with long-term vision. What this really suggests is that United are laying the groundwork for a competitive future, and that's something every fan should be excited about. But here's the final thought, in the world of football, nothing is certain. Transfers fall through, injuries happen, and players don't always live up to expectations. So, while United's strategy looks promising, the real test will be on the pitch. What do you think? Are United on the right track, or are they spreading themselves too thin? Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more in-depth analysis like this. Cheers!